I think one of the things that's interesting that you brought up, not only did you bring up water, but you brought up, I mean, adding, I think you said Himalayan sea salt or Himalayan salt. So let's talk about that. I mean, what is the effect of putting that salt in that water? I mean, what are we looking to get the results from that?
Yeah, so we salt has a bad rap, right? Because people think, well, refined salt going back, it's just it's in fried food and everything else. But there's different kinds of salt. This salt, Himalayan salt, is so good for us because it actually has a lot of electrolytes and minerals inside of it. So this could be like potassium, magnesium, different forms of salt. People can think of it as like a Gatorade. Gatorade is full of food coloring, all these things that we don't want, but inside of there is very good. We just naturally, the more stressed we are, the more minerals we're going to deplete throughout our body. And when we deplete more minerals, could be your B vitamins as well. It's just going to make us not feel like our most optimized self. It's not everything that happens inside of our mind. It's not a matter of pushing through when we're running through a deficiency of these things. We actually have to supply our body with these building blocks that our brain needs and our body needs to function.
Hmm.
So what it basically does is one, for our muscles, it keeps it. There's a potassium charge basically when we work out. So if we notice our muscles are, feeling fatigued, feeling tired, it's very good for that. But also for our brain function too, we need this potassium, and that's a lot of the properties and nutrients inside of this Himalayan sea salt, Celtic salt, and different forms of salt. Redmond's real salt's another great one as well. That's really good for that. In addition to that, a lot of us are just naturally dehydrated, so that's where we have to replenish it as well.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like the more you know, right? It's kind of like it opens up your eyes,
Yeah,
kind of thinking about, I don't think, personally, I talk for myself, I didn't really look at salt in the ways that you're describing it, but it definitely makes sense, especially with the electrolyte based system like that, for sure.